Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan Battle video, and today we are looking at the Rainbowed EZA Burter and Jeice. I know I'm a little late getting to this one. There was just a ton of content. I've been really busy this week, but finally getting around to recording it now. I actually haven't looked at these guys yet, so I'm going to experience them for the first time with you, so you'll get my honest reaction right away on how good these guys are. Real quick shout out here. So I am running them on the Space Traveling Warriors team with 2 strength Bojacks. Could not find a Bojack friend. So once again, Dokkan, please fix the friend system. We all want it. We want to be able to run the teams we want to run, right? So shout out to Slug Soap for letting me use his friend. I went into my Discord server, got someone to set a friend for me. So really appreciate that. It is very frustrating not being able to record a video because I cannot find the friend. So anyways, back to Burter. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at Burter and Jeice's kits. Then I'll show you that team build once again and kind of explain it. And then we'll jump right into the showcase, right? So the leader skills aren't crazy, but I do like how they are taking the Ginyu Force members and making them mini free-to-play leads for other categories. I think that's really cool. So Burter's got a little 77% Dragon Ball Seekers leader skill there. Burter, for a super attack effect, he keeps the raises defense infinitely, and then he raises attack for 1 turn, does supreme damage to the enemy. And then his passive, he gets attack and defense 100 at start of turn. He gets another 20% per key spear attained attack and defense, so that's actually really good. He's got a bit of a nuke in there, right? He has a high chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack, as the first attacker in the turn. I believe the way this still works is he does have to attack first to get the dodge chance, so it's not as good as it looks on paper. He has a medium chance of launching an additional super attack as the second or third attacker in the turn. So I really like that piece that they added in for him, making him actually pretty valuable as a slot 2 or slot 3 unit because he is stacking defense, and if people want to utilize that, they can use him in slot 2 or 3 instead of slot 1, right? He has a chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack, plus 20% when there's another Ginyu Force category ally on the team. So the nice thing about Burter is you don't have to put him on a full Ginyu Force team. As long as you have 1 member, you get that extra 20% dodge chance. And even if you don't get it, it doesn't ruin his kit, right? So I do like that these Ginyu Force members after EZA, they are splashable on teams. You do not have to keep them all as a unit together, right? I did build my Burter very high in additionals. You can farm their equipments, which is really awesome for Ginyu Force. So I'd say just farm the equips that you want, but I farmed all additional equips for Burter. My philosophy is, if they're a stacking unit, I want to go as many combo attack as I can, right? You can see the links are kind of midway level through there, and that's pretty much it for Burter. So let's go ahead and look at Jeice really quick. So here is Jeice. He got a Space Traveling Warriors mini leader skill, 77%. His super attack effect, he raises defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to the enemy, and raises allies' attack and defense by 20% for 1 turn. So I believe he originally only did attack, now he does defense as well. So he has a little boost of support on super attack. Keep in mind though, the rotation is only going to get this if he attacks in slot 1. Only units after Jeice attacks will get that support buff, right? For the passive, he has attack and defense 90 at start of turn. He gets an additional 20% with each attack performed up to 60%. And then he's a support unit for extreme class allies. Key 3 and attack 30% for all extreme allies. He has the Scouter effect, foresees enemy super attack. And then Ginyu Force category get defense 40% if there's another Ginyu Force category ally on the team. So just like Burter, Jeice only requires 1 other Ginyu Force member on the team to get the full passive, and it doesn't completely cripple him if he doesn't have it. What I like about Jeice is that he is a generic extreme class support that you could splash on pretty much any team as long as he's on that category, run him in slot 3 and get a free Scouter effect. To me, that is absolutely busted. I think Jeice is one of the most valuable units out of this batch. Without seeing gameplay of him or without playing him myself, my gut feeling is that Jeice is going to be my favorite of all the units so far that I've EZA'd, but we will see as we go through the showcase. Maybe my thoughts will change on that. I did go very heavy additional on Jeice as well. 2 reasons for that. One is in the passive, I can ramp up that attack faster, so he can ramp up to an extra 60% per additional attack. So I can ramp that up quicker with additionals. And then if I am running him in slot 1, that 20% attack and defense buff he does on super, that will stack. So if I did 2 additional, or if I attacked and then did an additional, he would give a 40% attack and defense buff on super, plus the 30% attack and 3 ki that he's giving in his passive here. So he has the potential to be actually quite the ridiculous support unit while having the Scouter ability. Here's the other thing you don't want to underestimate with Jeice, is that you have the option of running him in slot 1 to get that buff if you want to, because you're going to know where the super attacks are. If they're not supering slot 1, you can safely put him there, right? So do not underestimate Jeice. I think he is going to be a fantastic unit. So the team build I'm running, now keep in mind this is a showcase team build, so basically all I'm trying to do in showcases is make the units look as good as possible, trying to put them in their best situation. I am going to run Jeice and Burter on rotation together. They are pretty much their best linking partner. They share 4 links together. Then I'm basically running them on a Space Traveling Warriors leader skill. So I'm not running them on a Ginyu Force leader skill because we don't have like a super good one yet. I think our best is only 100%. I do hope that LR Ginyu EZAs and he bumps up to 150, maybe even 170. That would be really awesome. They should just go crazy and make him like a 200% leader skill. Wouldn't that be great? I mean, I don't know. It wouldn't like break the game. They have the Ginyu Force on a 200% leader skill, so I think that'd actually be a lot of fun if they did that. But we are going to run Bojack as the leader because we're getting 170% leader skill. And then Bojack himself is a support for Space Traveling Warriors, which both of the units are on. So one rotation will be Jeice and Burter. The other rotation I'm going to run, I'm just going to throw the full power Frieza, and we'll put third form Frieza on that same rotation together. And then we'll have 2 Bojacks floating for support. And then I'm just going to have this Topo floating as support. He is a generic all allies Ki 1 and attack and defense 40% support. Jeice and Burter are not going to struggle for Ki, so I just like this guy for the attack and defense 40%. So we're going to go ahead and hop into Legendary Goku event. I am interested in seeing Burter stack up. Jeice is on rotation 2, and Burter is on rotation 1. Frieza, I don't think I can stop Frieza from killing this Goku. We'll see, but I would like to get an attack with Burter here to stack. I'm not going to leave Burter in slot 1 because I just want to get him and Jeice together as quick as possible. So I'm just going to bop him off rotation really quick, and then the second time Jeice pops up, we'll have them together, right? And then we'll really start to look at Burter and see where he's stacking. Let's see what we got here for turn 1 for Burter. It looks like we are going to get an attack here. So Burter turn 1, 1.5 mil. Like, that's not the worst thing ever, right? Considering Burter is meant to be more of a defensive unit. And keep in mind that all of these Ginyu Force members are completely free to play, completely free to build, right? You don't even have to invest orbs in them. They give you all the orbs for free. So it's actually like a very, very good deal. The only thing you're really investing in them is like the Zenny to do the awakenings, but everything else they're pretty much just giving you. Alright, so we're going to leave Jeice on rotation. I'm going to get third form Frieza off because eventually I want third form Frieza with the LR Frieza. Jeice, I forgot to grab Burter's defense stat. We'll look at it next time. Jeice is sitting at 90k defense, which is not crazy by any means, right? But remember, Jeice in most cases is going to be a slot 3 support unit. But we'll let Jeice attack here in slot 1. We have Scouter active here, and we can see that no super attacks are coming. So Jeice, even at type disadvantage, he might take damage from normals here, but we're not going to be at risk of dying. Having that Scouter ability is just so valuable, right? Because we just know when things are coming. So yeah, Jeice took some damage there, but like we knew we weren't getting supered, so we weren't really at risk. Sorry, I was talking, I missed the attack stat. I'm guessing he was like 1.5 mil. We'll check it again next turn, but I'm sure you guys just saw it there. But remember, as a support unit, like, I don't foresee Jeice or Burter being like your main attackers. When you're looking at, say, the Ginyu Force team, I think you're going to look at Raccoon being one of the main attackers, and Int Ginyu definitely is going to be one of the main attackers, and then if the LR gets an EZA, he will be as well. I see like Goldo, Jeice, and Burter, they're more like your supporty kind of side units, right? They're doing different things for the team. They're more defensive or more support oriented. Alright, so on this rotation, we'll just do this. Sure. And then we'll just let Frieza annihilate the Goku and finish him off. And attack through like that. If you don't know, I do have a Discord where people can come in and get like team building help and stuff, right? And I've had several like very new players jump in, and they don't really have, some players don't have like a full box to build like a full team yet, right? Or maybe you've pulled enough units for a team, but you don't have like the team costs, or like you haven't awakened all the units yet. I highly suggest newer players, you hop in and get these Ginyu Force units done. If you make this Ginyu Force fully EZA'd, you're actually going to be able to beat a lot of content in the game without even having to summon for units. Alright, so here's the Scouter coming into play, right? So we see we've got a super attack right away in slot 1, which is unfortunate. Burter's sitting at 118k defense. Jeice is at 111k defense. Very good. Now that we got them linked up, because they are sharing some very good links, like the Ginyu Force that give like really good attack and defense buffs, right? So if we look at, we'll go into like Burter here, right? So if we look at Ginyu Force, that's a very solid 25% attack buff. This Tag Team of Terror, we're getting more attack from that. Signature Pose, we're getting some ki and some attack. The Speed Here Retribution, more attack. Shocking Speed, we're getting a little defense and some ki. And then we're getting a little attack and defense from Shattering the Limit. So they're not getting like an overwhelming amount of defense, but boy, they're linking up for a lot of attack. So that's very, very good there. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see how Burter does type disadvantage. We're also going to test the dodging. My Burter should have no other way to dodge. Let me double check here. I don't think I have him with any dodge. Yeah, he's got 0 dodge right there, right? And he doesn't have any dodge in his links. So if Burter dodges here, it means that he can dodge with his passive before super, but I'm pretty sure the dodge only comes after super attack. We'll kind of test that as we go through. So we're going to let Burter take the super and just see what happens. It is going to sting. He hasn't had a lot of time to stack defense, and this is going to be a type disadvantage shot. Let's see what happens here. Oh, wait a minute. In a 2 mil attack stat, Burter, my boy, did they change it? With this EZA, he might always have the dodge chance in slot 1 even before he attacks. We just got a big dodge there, guys. That is very good to know. We're going to keep testing that. I'm going to keep throwing Burter up in slot 1. If we're consistently getting dodges, I mean, I don't know how else that dodge came through, right? Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. There is one thing. Hold up. In his passive, it does say he gets an additional 20% chance to dodge if there's a Ginyu Force member on the team. So quite possible what happened there was that was just on the 20%. It wasn't the full like 50. I think his passive gives him 50. And then if you add the 20% on at 70. So that could have just been a raw 20% dodge there. So let's not get too crazy yet. But if he's consistently dodging like before he attacks, then I'm going to say his passive probably does work. Okay, so we've got our Frieza rotation here. Sure, we'll just let the Int Frieza go to town here. He's got type advantage. We'll just do that. And we'll do that. And so now as we're going through, we're really going to be looking at Burter's defense and seeing how he does as we get through. And actually putting Burter in slot 1 can be nice to like guarantee you get the stacks, but Jeice isn't going to be strong enough to like go crazy. And I know I just said I do want to put Burter in slot 1, but then I kind of want to put him in slot 2 because his passive is going to give him a higher chance of doing additionals, and the more additionals we get, the more we can stack, right? So what I might do is I might keep Burter in slot 2. I mean, it depends on if Jeice has type disadvantage or not. We might play it by ear on that. But if there's a turn where we're getting attacked like a ton in slot 1 before he attacks, I definitely want to put Burter in there to see how many dodges we get, right? Okay, so here's the next turn with Jeice and Burter. So, yeah, okay, we've got the same situation. I'm definitely not going to put Jeice there, right? So Burter at 150k defense moving right along. Jeice's defense is actually getting up there too, but I don't think Jeice... Oh yeah, the reason why Jeice's defense is stacking is because we're ramping up his 60% attack and defense. So remember, he's got to do 3 attacks, I think, to get fully buffed up there. That's why Jeice is growing too. So they're both stacking up a little bit, and they're looking more and more impressive as we go through. So let's see what Burter's going to do here. I'm going to chance it again. A super attack will not be critically devastating to him. And everybody else is taking normal, so we know we're good to go there, right? Alright, let's see what Burter does here. Will he dodge? Okay. So that's 2 dodges in a row in slot 1. 2.18 attack stat, which is definitely solid, right? And then another dodge. Man, I don't know. Burter's dodging like crazy. And here's Jeice over like 2.3 now. I don't know, guys. They're looking great so far. I have no complaints here. I really like Goldo and his utility. I like Raccoon is like a fairly like middle level like offensive and defensive unit, right? Yeah, these Ginyu Force members are looking pretty fun actually. Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll just put Frieza in slot 1 and let him go to town. Do that, and sure, let's do that. So I don't know, guys, let me know what you're thinking of these units, but so far I'm pretty impressed with what I'm seeing from Jeice and Burter. We're going to see them too as they stack up. I think next turn Jeice should be fully built. So at that point we're going to stop seeing Jeice's defense increase, right? Alright, and then this third form Frieza, by the way, is really, really good. Mine's only 55%, but I did do a video on him, and he can actually get to very, very impressive attack stats in longer events. Okay. So this is a situation where I think I'm going to try Burter in slot 2. Because there's a super attack coming there, and I'm going to see if Burter can dodge it for me. And in slot 2, Burter's going to have a high chance of in another additional, and will help stack his defense. So yeah, Burter's already approaching 200k defense. He's only done a couple of attacks. Jeice is looking good at 150k defense. Here's the thing what I say with like support units, right? Like if you have enough defense, then like 150k is suitable to take like double digit or low damage normals and hard content. That's suitable for a slot 3 unit, which Jeice most of the time is going to be. So that's pretty good. Here's the other thing. Jeice in slot 1 now, we are going to get that attack and defense support on super. So Burter's going to look even nicer here if Jeice attacks in front of him. So I kind of like the synergy where like I could run a rotation with them too, and I can kind of flip-flop them, and they're both going to get different effects based on which slot they're in. Look at Jeice at 2.5. Dude, 2.5 is not anything to laugh at for like these totally free units, right? And then Burter's going to be looking good here. Yeah, he's at about 2.5. Stacking. Can we get an additional stack again? Okay, we got the additional, just not a super. We got a triple. Nice. So remember, he had one built in from his passive, and then we got the hidden potential. Okay, he finally didn't dodge. What's he going to take here? Okay, 85k type disadvantage. That is not too bad, actually. In that one, we did have the full... Or no, we didn't have the full dodge passive. So it's actually, you know, very not surprising we didn't dodge. Because in slot 2 and 3, he's only going to have 20%, right? He only gets that full passive in slot 1. So very good, very good. We'll put Int Frieza here because we got type disadvantage with the AGL Frieza. So we'll just swing through like that. This is good, guys. I'm enjoying these Ginyu Force members. I am quite looking forward to what they do in part 3. Part of what makes the 350 million downloads like this celebration has been so successful to me, and part of what I like about it is they've spread out the content quite nicely, where they've given us like a really nice amount of things to do, but not too much and not too little. And I feel like we're getting these nice even chunks of like ECAs and story events, and then story event updates, and then like new content to harder events. It's just been a very enjoyable celebration overall, and there's definitely a satisfying amount of content. One of the things with Dokkan, one of the big complaints in the past is like they've really lacked content. They have definitely stepped up their game basically since the 6-year anniversary, and these celebrations have just been fantastic. So yeah, Dokkan's killing it. They're doing a great job. Love the game. Alright, so what do we do here? Let's see what we're looking at. So Jeice, yeah, Jeice now is going to stay steady. So he's going to cap out about 150k defense, which is okay. But look at Burter, 228k. He's getting up there, right? The question is do I put Burter in slot 1 and like do a bunch of dodging? I mean, Jeice in slot 2 is going to take way too much damage. So I think I'm going to let Jeice eat all the normals. We're going to see how, with type disadvantage, how well the 150k defense holds up for normals here. And then Burter, once again, Jeice has all the power here with that Scouter. We know where to put the units now. Because had I not known this, I would have put Burter in slot 1 for sure. And Jeice would have eaten that super 100% guaranteed had I not known where that was coming, right? Because that would be the play there. So now we got our defensive unit there. Yeah, Jeice is taking a decent amount from normals, but we're going to be fine here. He's going to get a little buff from that, and he went down to double digits just from his super attack buff. So yeah, now Jeice is totally fine. Burter, 2.1. So if you think about it, guys, like, yeah, they're not blowing you away, like, and here we're getting some additionals, right? So we're stacking our defense even more. Let's see if we can get any dodges. This, I think, is going to be double digits. I think Burter's built up enough. Let's see. Yeah, double digits. That's that's perfectly fine, right? So here's the thing you have to remember. Like, these Ginyu Force units aren't blowing you away with like 5, 6, 7 mil attack stats. But remember, these are completely free farm. Like, anybody can get these, right? And Goldo, Jeice, and Burter, like, they're not intended to be your attackers. These are like specialized supports, you know, / like utility units. And putting up 2+ mil attack stats is suitable considering what else they're bringing to the table, right? To me, the fact that Jeice is supporting, like, with the Scouter ability, if Jeice hit under 1 mil damage, I would still run him. Because he's not there for the damage. I want the Scouter, I want the team support. So the fact that he's doing, like, 2.5 mil damage, that's just a bonus, right? And then, when you're looking at Burter, like with him, I like the dodging and defensive utility that he brings. So the fact that he's doing over 2 mil is fine for me as well. If he even did like 1.5 mil, like Burter, you wouldn't want him to be under a mil. Like you want to do some damage with a unit like that. But the fact that he can help you defensively in really long events, especially for a free-to-play player that might not have many units to run, right? So for example, on the collection of epic battles, one of the hardest missions to beat is Planet Namek Saga in Stage 2. Because in Stage 2, you're intended to use super class units to like get through that. The thing is you can still run extreme class units, and they'll still work defensively. So if you're a player that you don't have a lot of Planet Namek Saga, you bring that AGL Burter in. Just use him as a defensive stacker to help get you through, and then use your super class units to do the damage, right? So he definitely has a lot of utility there. Alright, so now we've got another situation. A lot of attacks coming in slot 1. This is where we say, whoop, Burter in slot 1. We're going to get a lot of dodging. He's got a lot of defense built up at this point. Jeice now type disadvantage. He's going to be perfectly fine taking that 1 normal in slot 2. Topol's going to be fine taking the normals in slot 3, so we're completely good to go here. Burter's approaching 300k defense. So we're getting to the point where I think in this phase here, he's untouchable whether he dodges or not. Jeice is going to stay consistent. Don't forget though, I forgot to mention this. Burter is getting on orbs. I've completely been forgetting to check him after orb, right? Look at that. I grabbed like 4 orbs. He's 356k defense. So I have completely been ignoring that fact that he is also like a nuker. He's got built-in stat on orb. So those stats we were looking at, which were still fairly okay, that was before orb. We're sitting at 356k defense here, guys. He's not taking anything here. So Burter's probably going to one-shot him. I mean, it would be nice if Goku survived to get more additionals in, right? This Burter now is impressing me even more now that I remember that we're practicing that, or that I forgot to look at him after grabbing orbs. So yeah, the Burter's not being touched. It kind of would have been fun to bring orb changing in and like let him go to town, but we'll see more of like a natural look here. But with that being in mind, here's what I'm going to do on this turn. I am going to see if I can try to set Burter up with a lot of orbs. I'm seeing some STR floating up there. And what I'm going to do, this UI Goku can hit hard. And actually, no. This rotation, I don't think anybody on this rotation is going to get us outright killed here. I think we're okay. I just won't use an item here. So let me see if I can set up some orbs. I'm going to try to get these STR orbs to drop for me. Let's do that. Let's do that. See if I can get him somewhat of a decent little chunk of orbs here. I don't care if Bojack supers or not. So we got a little chunk of like 5 orbs there we can grab. Okay. Yeah, and I mean, look at this third form Frieza. He's ramping up to 3 mil already. This dude rainbowed with some stacks. He's doing crazy damage for a support unit. This could sting for sure. This is going to sting. Yeah, 266k. But the rest of the rotation won't get touched on normal, so we're fine. I can always heal up next turn if I need to. I'm okay with that. Okay, yeah, Frieza. It's unfortunate Frieza didn't get an additional. I could have taken him down really quick, but that's okay. We're not really looking at him anyways. Alright, so I'm definitely going to have to heal up here. Okay, okay. Alright, perfect. Alright, so now we're going to do this. And we are going to, yeah, we'll just Princess Snake. It is going to give us damage reduction, so, like, don't let that deceive you, but, like, Burter here. Alright, we're going to check him before and after. So let's look at Burter. He's 300k defense before orb. We're going to grab 5 orbs. And Burter now is 425k defense. Yeah, I'm liking Burter a lot. I'm liking Jeice too. They're fantastic. Here's the thing. I don't know if you could easily say like one Ginyu Force member is like the best or better than the other, because Dokkan did such a good job of giving them all their own unique roles and making them serve a purpose. Like, they're just so cohesive. They work together. And yeah, Burter, let's go to... I think I'm calling it, guys. Look at all these dodges. I think Burter gets it in slot 1 before he attacks. There's no way we did all that on 20%. And then there he is at 2.3. Obviously, we're going to take double digits there. Look at all the dodging this guy's doing. Yeah, so Burter basically is like UI Goku. He's like AGL UI Goku in slot 1. So this Burter, guys, he is absolutely fantastic. Unless I had crazy RNG, I'm calling it right there. I think Burter gets the full 70% dodge, provided you have one other Ginyu Force member on rotation. Now, I've heard people talk about it. So the way it normally works, right, if you, oh, you know, let's have some fun. We'll let Frieza just polish it off here. So normally, like, let's say your unit has like 50% dodge in their kit, and then you give them 20% in hidden potential. They normally wouldn't just add together. You have a 50% chance proc and a 20% chance proc. Now with Burter, I've heard people online say that that 20% that he gets from his passive does mix with it. So his passive is 50%, and then having the Ginyu Force member gives 20. So people are saying that's 70. And the way he was dodging there and the way he's dodging this video makes me think that it is 70. Because I could also see it being just a separate 20% bonus and then a separate 50% chance bonus. But I think because of the way that it's worded, that it like adds it to him, I think it is giving him a full 70%. So the way I'm seeing Burter right now, and unfortunately we cannot test it here, Burter cannot dodge here. But this is why Burter is built well, because they have these long events in mind. His defense is 337k before orb. Let's grab 8 orbs. Why not? Let's just grab 8 orbs. 537k defense. Burter is not getting touched here. So they built him in such a way that they know you want him to be there for defense. And they know that some long events are going to block out dodging. Not for Burter. Doesn't matter. He's going to just tank it anyways, right? And Jeice, they're the consistent 150k defense. But we're just rolling right along here. And this Burter, I mean, for you free-to-play players, this is like a mini little AGL UI Goku that you can have with like Dodge City, but he's also stacking and like doing crazy defensive things. So I'm loving it. And look at Burter, 2.7 mil there. Absolutely fantastic. And then look at UI Goku giving us the business. Like, you can't dodge, but I'm going to dodge. I'm going to try to slap you up, but you're a brick wall, so you're going to take double digits. Fantastic, guys. Dude, I'm loving these. Yeah, and Jeice, 2.5. Like, these are solid attack stats. So, like, okay, if I'm running, like, I know Dragon Ball Seekers really isn't that great right now, but, like, someday I'm going to be running Dragon Ball Seekers. Jeice is going on my team. If I'm running Space Traveling Warriors, I'm going to have to edit my Bojack team. Jeice is going on there. Like, he's a lock. I'm supporting the whole team, and I've got Scouter Mechanic. That's so valuable. Okay, so right here, UI Goku could give us some trouble, so let's go ahead and we'll just throw down the Whis to make sure we survive. I mean, I want to keep going. I want to go all the way to the end here because I want to see how insane Burter stats are going to get. And, ooh, we got 8 orbs there, 7. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this little chunk here. I'm going to try to just leave myself a big field for Burter. Yeah, so, like, they are both impressing me. Like, I love both of these units. Yeah, and then I like how Raccoon and Goldo work as well. I'd say Goldo, Goldo's going to be really useful for, like, Super Battle Road, right? So the thing is it's based on your team build. You wouldn't have to run full Ginyu Force, right? And so Goldo's the one that I think is going to be the one that you would swap in and out the most. Because if you're running, like, this legendary UI Goku event, like, you don't want to run Goldo on here. Because, one, Goldo's going to have type disadvantage in the last slot here, but a lot of these harder events, like, you just can't touch the bosses with status effects. So, Goldo's main thing is stealing and stunning. That's, like, what makes him really good. But Goldo's going to be fantastic in Super Battle Road. And, guys, I'm telling you right now, I am really excited for us to get the Ginyu Force Extreme Super Battle Road stage, because JP, they got that stage before the EZ8s, and they had to, like, struggle to get through it. On Global, that stage is going to drop, and we're just going to make it cry. Like, that stage is going down so hard with this Ginyu Force team. Not even funny. And look at Burter's taking 700 attacks. He does not care. He is at 378. We're going to grab 9 orbs. Alright, predictions, guys. Throw them in right now if you're watching the video. 378k. How high do you think Burter's going to be? Is he going to be 500k plus? Let's see. Oh, no. How about 621k plus? Guys, at 600 plus K, there's like nothing in the game that's going to hurt him. Even GT Legendary Goku event, the only thing that's going to hurt him at that point is like bosses that have gimmicks where they're supposed to like one-hit kill you with like a Spirit Bomb. That's the only thing that's going to actually hurt this guy. Maybe in the God event on a Super he would still take damage, but it's going to be very minimal. It's definitely, yeah, like this guy's untouchable. And sorry, UI Goku, you thought you were doing a super attack. By the way, we knew it was coming. Thank you, Jeice. You're a great guy. You're my friend. And then Burter here says, yep, let's stack some more defense. I don't need it, but I'll just keep kicking you in the face and keep stacking my defense. My strength comes from my kicks. And then Jeice at 2.6. Oh my gosh, dude. Burter? Man. Burter might... Low-key, Burter might be my favorite so far. My personal favorite. Like, he is literally kicking some butt here. Okay. This is kind of dicey. I'll just let it roll. We'll put Frieza in slot 1 and we'll maybe just take UI Goku out. But we'll play it out and see what happens. I don't think we'll die here. I mean, maybe if we take a super attack with like the Int Frieza in the middle or the Bojack. But if UI Goku makes it to another turn, well, he dodged the 2 most lethal attacks. So UI Goku's saying he wants to see Burter again. UI Goku's like, give me another chance. I know I can hurt Burter. Let me see. So we're going to let UI Goku have that test to see if he can damage AGL Burter. We all know it's not going to happen. But UI Goku, you know how Goku is, right? He doesn't give up. No matter how many times you knock him down, he keeps trying. So if Burter is literally this indestructible wall, UI Goku's just going to keep punching him. Now, Bojack's going to take damage. It shouldn't be enough to kill us, right? Ooh. Ouch. Ouch. Okay. So that was a little risky there. But here's what we're going to do. Where's the super attack coming? No super attack coming. We're going to be really cocky here. Now, we might not beat Goku, but I think he's low enough. I'm going to show you that I'm confident enough with Burter here. With 23k health at our disposal, I am confident that UI Goku will not kill us. So we're going to make this the last turn. Burter's at 400k defense. We haven't grabbed orbs yet. By the way, watch this, guys. Watch the healing. This is the other thing I haven't even mentioned. For those of you that don't know, units heal when you grab the same color orb, and it is based on their defense. Look at our health. 23k up to about 100k, 90k. So just on like 3 orbs, we gained all of that. And now Burter's sitting at 500k defense. Jeice can grab some orbs to heal us up a little bit. Bojack can grab an orb. And here we go, guys. Feel free to do no damage to my Burter. We know we're not taking super attacks. Bojack will get killed on normals at the end probably, guys. So if we don't kill UI Goku, we'll just make this the last turn either way. So there we are, over 2 mil again. Wish I could have gotten an additional, but that's okay. Jeice at 2.5. I mean, the fact that these Ginyu Force units can do enough damage to actually damage UI Goku is pretty darn impressive, right? So anyways, guys, there you go. Thanks for watching my video today. Let me know what you guys think of Jeice and Burter. And by the way, y'all need to be grinding these Ginyu Force units.